This is my first time trying White Castle minus, I think I tried the frozen versions a couple times.
Any ketchup, Mr. Mayor? I'm sorry for interrupting. Any ketchup,
Okay.
Mr. Mayor?
I think maybe ketchup, please.
Then I got barbecue and mustard ranch, whatever works,
Just ketchup's good. All right, thank you.
You like them.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, first time trying White Castle. Check it out. You got that giant building side there. I'm traveling around the country currently in Las Vegas, and yeah, look at that White Castle. Beautiful. I've never tried it before. Heard about it. They're known for these really cheap but pretty good sliders, which are like mini hamburgers, mini cheeseburgers that you can get pretty cheap. Currently they cost $1.39 for the hamburger version, and I have never tried these before except for the frozen versions, because that's all they sell on the East Coast. They don't have this store on the East Coast except if you go to the grocery store and get the frozen version. But then who wants to eat frozen beef? It's not going to taste as good as the fresh beef. So I'm actually pretty hyped for this. It's probably not going to taste as well as I expected. Really, the thing that really hyped me up about these burgers is the fact that, let me find somewhere to park, is the fact that I saw, so there's this episode of Supernatural. I don't really watch Supernatural, but they had this episode, and I just like scrolled past it back when there was cable TV and there's no streaming services when I was a kid. And this must have been some type of product placement or something, but man, they hyped up White Castle in that episode. So in that episode of Supernatural, I mean, they sold the hell out of White Castle because apparently, so they're basically like demon hunters, and like they ally with angels and stuff to like kill demons or people from the underworld. And so they had this like one angel. This was like 15 years ago, so I can't remember the details, but this one angel who like dressed like a human, had like a detective overcoat on. And the point is, he was like, his name was Gabriel. He had like blonde or brown hair, and he was just obsessed with White Castle. So he just kept eating, like stuffing his face with White Castle throughout the whole episode. There's also a reason for that. I think one of the 4 horsemen, gluttony, was coming around, and the strength of gluttony was also affecting the angel or something. Point being, he made these burgers seem legit amazing. Now that I see them in person, they're kind of weak. I mean, there's barely any meat on there. Like, it looks like a lot because I'm zooming in, but like, that's like a 1/4 of an inch of meat. It's not much. It's all right, nothing special. I mean, the bread, the cheese, the pickles, onions in here. It's really basic. I mean, what'd you expect for such a cheap price? You can probably make this yourself at the grocery store, funny enough. Nothing special. Yeah, I even ran into this guy here when I was staying in an Airbnb, and he was saying how he loved 2 things: Del Taco and White Castle. And those were his 2 vices when it came to fast food, which is funny because those don't exist on the East Coast. I never tried them. All right, let's try the hamburger version. Same thing. Nothing spectacular. I give it like a 5 out of 10, to be honest. Like, it's not high quality beef at all. Better go to a restaurant or make some actual beef. Go to the grocery store, order some beef patties that are high quality, and then cook it yourself, and they're going to be better than this. Way better. Nonetheless, I think this is still a bucket list item fulfilled. I'm probably not coming back to White Castle, but they're tasty enough. Like, if you're in a hurry, and you just want a bag of little hamburger sliders for cheap, it's decent. It's not good for you, but nonetheless, it's a huge bucket list item achieved. Any Supernatural fans out there, you know the episode I'm talking about. Honestly, I didn't know what was going on because I wasn't watching the show. It just stumbled across this random episode, but it was legit. Like, it made me really want to eat White Castle because he just made it look so good. So from what I can remember from the episode, it was like a season when they were battling the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And in that episode, I think Gluttony was the one coming, and like there'd be like surges where like his strength would be so strong that like everyone in the area would just succumb to the like worst forms of gluttony. Like the French fry cook, he like slammed his like hands and arms into the searing hot French fry oil to eat the French fries faster. So, you know, kind of ridiculous, kind of crazy, and kind of disturbing to watch, especially as a kid. But point being, throughout the episode, even this angel was being affected, and his vice were these like White Castle burgers, which is super strong product placement. I mean, it worked. Look at me, 15 years later, going out of my way to eat this stuff because of that product placement. And like, from what I can recall, my memory's murky, so I could be off, but like every scene, he slammed like 7 of these into his mouth because he just made it seem like he loved these so much. And then I don't think I saw the episode end, but I think they asked one of the main characters, Dean or whatever, how come you have no vices? Like, how come like you're not being affected by any of this? And his response was, I don't know, maybe I'm just sated, like I'm satisfied with everything in life. And so even that, I think it was kind of a deep episode. It's like, okay, maybe that is the end goal or secret or thing we should aspire to be, like free of vices, or at least satisfied enough with every area of our life that we don't have to go crazy with gluttony. All right, thanks for watching. 5 out of 10.